How's it going? Dave from Comic Book Investments, Unhinged. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. It's a new channel, but it looks the exact same. So I have my other channel. They're all the same. Anyways, but you might not be subscribed to this one. Nonetheless, if you want to win this comic book right here, Fantastic Four, number 49 and a 4.5 for free, no purchase necessary. All you have to do is head over to collectorscomics.com, enter in the giveaway. You can find it pretty easily. And also, follow this channel. If you haven't followed this channel already, subscribe to this channel and also follow us on Instagram. And we have a huge auction going on, a huge auction right now. We have a featured auction going on, which we do every quarter. But then we also have the first ever PSA auction, and it's huge. It's huge. We have, I think, 450 comics from PSA. So, yeah, let's see how this does. First ever. It's going to be pretty crazy. We also have a Gem Mint 10 Uncanny X-Men 266 in that PSA auction. So very curious how that goes. Nonetheless, I was watching the Intertube the other day, and Swaggle House had a video with Austin Reese. He's a comic book dealer. I know him. And they were talking about an interesting subject where comic books have dropped, but they haven't rebounded. Like, they're not like continuing to, like, they dropped, comic boom happened, boom, they dropped. But they're not rebounding. And he was talking about other collectible spaces have rebounded. Pokemon cards, sports cards, TCG, that kind of stuff has rebounded. And I dabble a little bit in cards, so I know a little bit. And I was like, that's very interesting. And they're trying to figure out why. And I want to put in my 2 cents on why comic books have not rebounded the same way that cards have. But first, let's look at this rebound. Now, I just picked random cards off the top of my head. I just thought of a card, and I looked it up to see, has it rebounded? Because that would be horrible if I'm just making this video without doing any due diligence, and they're going down. So anyways, first we have is a Michael Jordan, second year. Not his rookie card, nothing like that. His second year, 1987, and a PSA 8. So this is like a CGC 8 out of 10. Anyways, you can look at that graph and you can see that it had a high spike back, obviously, it was the same as comics. Went down, and now it's starting to go up. And since 2025, probably since mid-2024, it's been going up, steadily going up. That is for that card, just a random card. Then we have a Mickey Mantle. So this would be vintage. Think of like Golden Age. This would be like Golden Age. That was like more Bronze Age. This is like Golden Age. Mickey Mantle, 1960. And technically it's Silver Age. But this is like vintage for baseball cards. Anyways, Mickey Mantle, $350. Nothing special. This is not like his rookie card by any means. And let's look at this. This is also in an 8. This is a little higher. But look at that. This goes back to 2020. And it's been going up. Look at that. I think it's hit an all-time high. An all-time high for this card in 2025. There you go. So that's going up. All right, here we go. We got Patrick Mahomes. This is a current football player. He is a quarterback. And this is for a PSA 10. Now, obviously, look, for this, this is like his rookie card. Sky high during the boom times. Went way down. Now, since 2024, it's gone up slightly, but it's kind of flatlined. It's not the lowest it's been, but kind of flatlined. So it has rebounded slightly. All right, now let's look at TCG, Pokemon. All right, this is for a Charizard. This is not the first edition. This is unlimited. Now, you probably don't even know what that means. But anyways, think of second printing. Anyways, this is for a PSA 10. Look at that. Comic book, or the boom times, almost 25,000 for this card in a PSA 10. It is now up to 20,000. It dropped all the way down to about 8,000 and has gone up to 21, almost at record highs for this. So Pokemon has rebounded. Sports cards have rebounded. Why hasn't comic books rebounded? So I think the reason why comic books have yet to rebound. Now they've settled. They have not. They're not continuing to drop. So if you took a comic book beginning of this year to the end of this year, it's not dropping by 20%, 30% like it was previously, 50% sometimes. And then if you go from the beginning of 2026 to the end of 2026, it's not going to drop by another 20%. It's kind of like flatlined. But why hasn't it hit the bottom and gone back up like these other things? I think the reason why, and one of the main reasons why, is those other things like sports cards, they play off of seasons. So every season, there's something new to watch, something new happening, new games, new events, and it reinvigorates the fans. And so then if they have extra money, they're going to buy it. So it's like, okay, football's over, but guess what? 6 months later, football will start again. Whatever the time is. I mean, it depends. You got preseason, you got the draft that people watch, all that kind of stuff. So whenever it starts again. Baseball, it's never ending. This goes forever. I mean, what do they have, like a week off in between seasons? And then basketball, I mean, they have a few months off. So it's constantly going, reinvigorating the fan base. So now that it's dropped, it's still reinvigorating the fan. Now people are like, oh, it's at the bottom. I'm start buying again. And then it reinvigorates. Pokemon, it's just been a monster of getting people, super hyped about it. And even Magic the Gathering. And so that's why that's going up, is because it's just reinvigorating the fans again now that the prices have dropped significantly. And then now it's rebounding. People are like, oh, it's so cheap to get this card. Might as well get it. Think about it. You got a Charizard. It was almost $30,000. And then it drops down to $8,000. Now people are like, yeah, I'm going to get that. And then more people buy and it starts going high again. The reason why comics haven't done this is because there's nothing to reinvigorate the fans. Yes, comic books still come out. But what really invigorated the fans to really push comics to a new height was the movies, television shows, cartoons, all that kind of stuff. And all those have sucked or have gone away. And there's barely any more. Like, think of it like this. Fantasy 4 came out. What was selling really well? Silver Surfer comic books. FF48, first appearance of Silver Surfer and Galactus. Those were selling well. Superman comes out. They have Crypto in it. Okay, so Adventure Comics 210. That's first appearance of Crypto. Those are selling sky high. But the thing was, back in the comic boom, you had not only did you have Marvel putting out 3 to 4 movies, then you had DC putting out a bunch of movies, then you had all the other studios putting out movies, and then you had TV shows, all this, cartoons, video games, all this kind of stuff. So it's constantly in the mind's eye of the fans, and they're like, oh, I need to get this this character because he appeared in this video game or this movie or whatever like that, and then it boosts the sales. They have that with sports. They have that with Pokemon. They don't have that anymore with comic book characters. And the stuff that does finally come out, it does, some helps, but some doesn't do anything at all because it's like no one cares. The movie sucks. The TV show sucks. You have to make it good. The reason why Avengers was so sky high is because that movie was good. It was. Look at Endgame. Look at Infinity War. Those are all super good films. And they built off the backs of other good films. What do they have now? I'm literally trying to think. So they had Fantastic Four. That was okay. They had the Thunderbolts. That didn't do very. Captain America 4, please. It's terrible, awful. Nothing like it was before. A shell of the former self. What do they have in terms of TV shows? I have no idea. I know they have the What If cartoon. Do they even have a Marvel TV show right now? I don't know. I don't have Disney Plus anymore. I can't think of one. I don't know if they do. What does Disney have, or DC have? They have Peacemaker. It's great. I like Peacemaker. Second season not as good as the first season. What else? I don't know. Do they have anything else? I really don't know. If they did, no one even cares. I don't even know. I'm sure if someone said, hey, they have this show, I'd be like, oh, yeah, I forgot about that show. But that's my point. It's not must-see TV. It's not like, I remember back in the day they had Green Arrow. Green Arrow was a massive hit. Think about that, Green Arrow. And then they had The Flash. And then they had what was it called? The CW. And they had 10 different comic book shows on all at the same time. Stupid stuff. Yeah, I don't know. In any case, other collectibles are going up. Comic books, now are they just lag behind? I don't know. Are they going to rebound? I think they will. Will they rebound the way cards are rebounding, Pokemon cards? No, they're not going to. But will they rebound slightly from where they are? I hope so, and I would imagine so. I mean, you have Marvel Rivals, which is helping. That's very popular. People love that. So maybe we're back on the right track. Maybe we're going to have good stuff again. I don't know. We'll see. But nonetheless, yeah, other things are rebounding. But just waiting for comics. Waiting for comics. Anyways, tell me your thoughts and have a good day.